Tom Golden here. We still have our masks on, but as we're getting closer, we hopefully have moved those down. There's Grandpa, Dad, and myself a few years back. Last time we were here, we talked about urns and we stepped down the hallway there and visited about all the options there. Today we'll talk about final wishes, into life talk, also referred to as pre-planning. This is simply putting together all your wishes together and letting your family know what you would like to take place. So let's just step around the corner and we'll take a visit. Here we are. And again, what is this pre-planning, this end of life talk that you're talking about? Well, it can be as simple as just visiting with your family, making some notes and expressing what your final wishes are. It can be visiting with us here at Golden's and having us have that on record. So it just is a combination of things. We can even have things prepaid. So there's a spectrum of things that can be done. So some of that information where we start with though is information for the death certificate, real vital statistical type information. That's such as city of birth, parents' names, mother's maiden name, things of that nature. And so at the time we secure the copies of the death certificate for families. And today Oregon has long forms and they have short forms. The long forms are needed for life insurance and have the medical information on them. And the short forms do not. And those are needed for the sale of real property or changing of deeds. So we walk through that information. Then there's the obituary. Sometimes families will write the obituary out and just tuck it away for family at a later date. Then there's the services. What type of services do you wish? The location of the services. You have a spot in mind, a venue. Perhaps it's here at Golden's, perhaps it's at a different location, perhaps it's at a church. And then the cemetery. Do you have a cemetery in mind if it's burial? Or if it's a cremation? So those are things to think about. Are you a veteran? The veteran and spouse are eligible to be placed at Willamette National Cemetery in Portland, and there's no cost involved at the cemetery. And the veteran can receive military honors. And where would those honors be if the family wishes? So those are, again, things to think about. Then with cremation, what will be taking place with the urn? Who will receive it? Do you wish to have them placed in a cemetery? Do you wish to just receive them and keep them at home, which families do? Or do you wish to have scattering? And in Oregon, there's no laws or regulations per se. It's just more common sense on when and where that would take place. So those are, again, more things to think about. And then once we walk through that, we can walk through the costs with you. And some families, after walking through the costs, will elect to prepay. So everything, all the costs that Golden's have direct control over will be taken care of and guaranteed at a later point in time. So that's pre-planning. It's just a matter of visiting, maybe writing some notes down, as simple as that. Or it could be reviewing all the information and then prepaying it. And any questions or wishes that you have, nothing's beyond us. As Grandpa often said, the impossible only takes a moment longer. So we're here to answer any questions that you may have. Thank you.